Got everything cleaned up, guys. All those concrete, like, barrier things that were here, it's all been done, all cleaned up. Oh, you hear that? Oh, there she is, way down there. Way down there. Is she gonna come up this way or what? I saw one coming in. All right, let's take a look around here. There's not a whole lot going on. We do have our 2 buses back, okay? Our 2 buses are here. And we also, remember the 2 buses that I told you about that I wasn't quite sure of on the west side of the Capitol, tucked up in between. There's like this road that goes up where employees can park. It goes up in between the house side and the botanical garden. Those 2 buses are back. They're there. So it's very, very strange how these buses kind of line up with what's going on here. So today they're supposed to be in here. Otherwise, there's nothing going on throughout this city. Sleepy supposedly left. Or oops, I got y'all zoomed in on. How'd you like that truck? Sleepy supposedly left early this morning to go and campaign while our country is like on fire. He's campaigning. They got visitor centers open, people doing their tours, and they are doing tours at the White House, but there was absolutely nothing to see there. There's nothing to see anywhere, but we do have this going on. We've got today they are supposed to be doing the Mayorkas impeachment. Yeah. So we're going to have to see what comes out of here today. They're just all those pieces, those pallet things. I know I get questions a lot. They're just pieces that come out of here. They're fixing it. So I'm going to show you real quick. But there's really nothing else to see. I've seen some school groups, so, you know, I know a lot of people were like, oh, but I saw military. You know, there really wasn't military here. The only military that we saw here last week was that training exercise with the helicopters. But those military pictures were old. It's from 2021 after the insurrection, quote unquote. And when they fenced this place in with the razor wires. You know, if they're going to, you know, I don't know what the game plan is for the end of all of this. I really don't. You know, I come in here every day just trying to look at things, keep an eye on things, and look for signs. I mean, I pretty much after 3.5 years know what to look for here. But I come and I look for signs. I keep my eye on the National Guard. I keep my eye on everything here. So I can look for things that may indicate that. If they're going to bring military in here, we're going to know it. We're going to know it. And they are not going to be allowing... There's a bunch of kids groups behind me right now. There's probably about 100 kids between the show. Yeah. So they are not going to be bringing in kids groups, school groups, all of that stuff. They're going to make sure that this place is not loaded with a bunch of kids, and they bring in, you know, hundreds of troops and tanks and all that stuff. So, You know, there's not a whole lot to see here anymore except the occasional fun thing. It's kind of boring. You know, some days I leave here and I'm like, man, you know, that sucks. That was like 4 hours in my car and I didn't see shit. But on the other hand, I didn't see shit. You know, so that's a good thing. And I can, you know, see where it goes from there. So that's basically all we're going to do from here. So this border thing, that's huge. It's really huge. Oh, and let me tell you, I need to share this. Somebody sent me, and I cannot remember her name. It was an affidavit, and it talks about Amy Coney Barrett and how she is involved in all of this Satanism stuff and some big names and some pretty horrific things. I mean, I was quite shaken up after I read all of this. And so when I get home, I'll remind myself to go ahead and put it out there. Just, and I'll make sure I put on there something to let you know. It's pretty intense. So you choose to go ahead and read it or not. And then I did find this particular person that did the affidavit on Twitter. I always still call it Twitter or Twitter or whatever, but you know, on X, and they are on X, so you can find them there too. So, but otherwise, this border thing, it's just really showing us who these traitors are and that they are not upholding this Constitution. I mean, and it's really kind of disgusting. And one other thing, I had a conversation with somebody who, and I can't really talk a whole lot about this person, but I had a very long conversation with this person yesterday who told me that I, in fact, called the Convention of States taking place in May of 2022. That flag ceremony at the White House was, in fact, the Convention of States. That's all basically I know at this point. So is that having to do something with right now? What else? Anything else I wanted to tell you? I don't think so. But, you know, let's just see what happens with all of this border stuff. And, you know, Trump gave that speech at Nevada the other day. I did not catch the guy's last name. And I went back and tried to listen again to hear his last name. But Leo, he said, they're going to blame it on you, Leo 2.0. They're going to blame it on you, Leo. Did you all hear that? He literally said 2.0. And that's what we call all of the replacements. I was just like, did he just really say that? He called him Leo 2.0. So I was kind of blown away by that. You know, you keep listening to him, and he's going to throw out these little things that are assuring us that they got this. You know, that they've got this. So, let's just see what happens, and let's see what happens with the big thing there February 3rd. And we'll just keep an eye on this place, okay, guys? I'm just going to get out of here. There's just nothing. There's just nothing that I'm going to be able to see. I would love to get into that damn building. I really, really would love to get into that damn building, but that's not going to happen. So we'll just... Sucks, huh? So I'm just going to get out of here. I probably will pop back up tomorrow because Jalen's got to go do her thing. And, you know, as long as I'm feeling right, I'll come on up. So I love you guys, and I shall see y'all later.